Hey guys, I had a request for this. A guy wanted to know what I have for sockets, what brand I carry, what brand I recommend, and how many do you think you need? That's kind of like a loaded question. I've been buying sockets and tools for 40 plus years, as a lot of you guys already know from following the channel. I got about 1,300. I don't even know, 1,300 sockets. Quite a few guys. 80% of them are old Craftsman. Some are the newer Craftsman. Most of the Craftsman are USA. There are some Tekton. There are some Pittsburgh Pro. There are some Dynamic, I think they're called. I don't know. I think I got 13, maybe close to 14 now. I don't know. I don't buy a lot of them. And like I said, most of the ones I have are Craftsman. How many do I think you need? Well, you don't need this many. I got triple sets here. You know, obviously you need half-inch impacts, at least half-inch drive impacts. You need not necessarily 3/8 drive impacts. I don't think I even own any, other than maybe some swivel heads down there. You need obviously a lot of chrome, you know, 6-point and 12-point, half-inch, metric SAE, as well as quarter, 6-point and 12-point, metric SAE. I got a lot of quarter and 3/8 because I use a lot of that. And obviously you need some wheel non-marring sockets. I got a bunch of those. That's what you see there. But a lot of my stuff is Craftsman. I just grabbed one randomly here. How many you need? You don't need this many, guys. Obviously, this has been my lifetime collecting tools. But you need, I would say, a third of these. You need. If you're, you know, semi-pro, weekend warrior might get away with a little bit less. Semi-pro or pro, you need quite a few. These are Craftsman here. That's what like I said, that's what I carry mostly. That's a 1-inch Craftsman. That's the newer ones. You can tell because it's laser etched, which I don't like, but plus they're stamped. So it is stamped too. So it's not too big, you know. So it's okay, but that's a newer stock. You can tell because it's laser etched. 6-point impact, half-inch drive. See if we can get one out. Yeah, this one's an older one. You can tell because there's no laser etching on this one. I don't even know if you can read this one. Try to get it in there for you, focus. But that's a newer one. And not newer, I mean older one. You can tell it's beat up. I don't think they have the USA markings on the impact ones. And that is an older one because it's not laser etched. That's how I know. And you can tell it's been used. And I got some Pittsburgh ones here. I do got a set of Pittsburghs, maybe 2 sets for the chrome moly. And these aren't bad, guys. Not bad at all. It's got that black phosphate finish there. But I don't have any problem with them, you know. You break one, you bring it back, right? But mostly I run Craftsman, because somebody was asking me, what do you run? Craftsman? I have some Tekton, but Craftsman's been no snap-on here, guys. I don't want any snap-on sockets, not one at all. I do like the Tekton. Tekton is in the house. Should say Craftsman's in the house. That's the main deal, but these are the older ones. They're laser etched. As you can see, some of the laser etching, excuse me, guys, comes off. You see the 7/8 how nice it is still, and the 15/16 is wearing off there a little bit. Half-inch drive. Like I said, these are the old ones that are laser etched. The new ones aren't like this, I'm pretty sure. You can see the 19 there, how that's wearing off pretty good on it as well, compared to, like to say, the 32. But I like Tekton. I use those quite a bit. Then you got your old hubs. Remember the old square body trucks there with the wheel bearings? You had that cross in there, you had to take it off, and you had the, that's how you got the nut on with these. You couldn't do it without them. See, it's got the 4 prongs in here. That's a Chevy. That one might be a Dodge, I don't know. I got a bunch of them. Then obviously you're going to have, for axle nuts, these great big beefy sockets. This is made by PT, this one here. That's a 36 mil. You got to have some of them for front axles. You do axle shafts. That's an old F250 there, guys. Won't make this too long. I just wanted to, go over them a little bit because somebody asked me what I use for sockets. Mostly Craftsman's, guys. I love Craftsman. Just some specialty bits there. Obviously, these are specialty sockets too here. The turbo or rocket sockets, whatever you want to call them. I got a bunch of them. That's a brand. This is another brand here, made by U-Cove. The turbo sockets, you got to have your chromes. Get your bunch of Craftsman here. And let's see if I can show you here. That one's pretty mangled up. See if I can take a gander. An old Craftsman socket here. Like I said, that's what I mostly run. I run the old Craftsman sockets. USA stampings, you can see it there. That's the 1-inch, 12-point socket. That's an old socket. That one is probably 35 plus years old. You got to have 6-point and 12-point. These are some old ones too. Oh, these are fairly old. Not all of them, but some Kokins. I got some Kokins here. These are pretty nice here for non-marring sockets. These sleeves come off here. If you wreck the sleeves, you can buy new sleeves, I guess. Those are pretty cool. They're pretty thin too. Pretty thin design. I like those. These aren't as nice here. The bullet tools. These are a little bit thicker. I don't use these as much. If I can get that in focus for you, but you don't need as many sockets, guys. But like I said, mostly I use Craftsman. Couple old spark plug sockets here. These are old Craftsman too. I don't even know if I can get this in here for you. 13/16 Craftsman, made in USA. Sure you can see it right there. USA. Those are old. Gotta have those. Okay, mostly 3/8 here, 1/4-inch drive. There's some mid-length sockets. You gotta have some of these. These are made by Ayers. Some mid-length between the shallows and the deeps. I got a couple sets of these. I love these sockets. There's some times where these will get you out of a pinch, guys. I like these. They got the knurling on them. These aren't bad. They're the Ayers. I think it's a Taiwan, made in Taiwan probably, if I had to guess. How about these? These are made by Dynamic, and these are crow's feet. Flare knot crow's feet, and they're swiveled. You know what these come in handy, guys? Is transmission lines. The automatic transmission line that goes on the side of on the bell housing on the tranny. These things are come really handy, or a power steering line, the high pressure line that goes on the back of the pump. I love those things. I use those quite a bit. I got a lot of 3/4 over here, 3/8 and 1/4-inch drive. There's some old ones, some old swivel heads from the Craftsman. See if I can get that Craftsman. These are all made in USA. That's metric. This is a metric and SAE set here. If you can get in there, made in USA. You probably can see a couple USA. That's an old set, guys. I got some rust on these. Bought those in the early 80s. Those come in handy, the swivel heads. This is so much, but do you need this many? No. You need about a third of this at least, though. Here's some old, these are old. Some of these are newer. See if I can get one here. Yeah, here's an old 3/8 drive, 13/16. Let's get this in here, see if we can see it. Get it focused. USA Craftsman. Yeah, this is old stuff, guys. So mostly I have is Craftsman, and that's what I basically use. It's been good. It's been good over my whole lifetime. I've had very little problems with them. I broke maybe 8 sockets in my whole life. But I don't know. I'm going to say 1,300, 1,400. I don't even know. I've never counted them, and I'm always adding to it all the time. But that's what I run, guys. Mostly Craftsman. I consider myself a semi-pro. And somebody was asking me that. What do you use? What are your main sockets? What do you use? What brand? Mostly Craftsman. It's mostly what I use, guys. Like I said, there are some small. There are some Pittsburgh Pro, not many. A couple other names, the Ayers, Dynamic, like I said, but mostly Craftsman. Craftsman is 80% of my sockets are Craftsmans. All right, guys, I just wanted to do that because somebody wanted to know, what I use for sockets. And no, there's no Snap-on here, guys. No tool trucks. Basic tools that have lasted my lifetime, and Craftsman. I haven't broke that many sockets in my lifetime. I haven't had to bring too many back. And the ones I have broke was from misuse, probably putting a 1/4-inch drive, 1/2-inch drive socket on an adapter with a 1/2-inch drive breaker bar or something. You know what I mean? Something like that, because I couldn't get to a certain spot or something. But all right, guys, that's it for this video. So Craftsman's what I use. Everybody wants to know. It doesn't know at this point. Craftsman is what I use for sockets. Highly like them, and they've been good to me my whole life. I'm going to do a series pretty soon. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag of that one, but it's coming. Just letting you guys know. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys use and like, and I always love that when you guys give feedback and tell me what you like or don't like. Let me know what you think about this collection here. A little excessive, but then again, that's a lifetime of buying tools, guys. I got triple sets, but it's worked for me over the years. Leave a comment below, I'll get back to you, and take care, guys.